star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet... there were those who stood in defiance of that fate. The hour is come, creature. It's all or nothing. Will our hero deign to play their part? You took your time. 'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh. Secrets to tell. Take care, my friend.
So, Charlian would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin?
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday! How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Y'all, summer is just hitting different for me. I don't know about you. I don't know if you're still working or at school or whatever, but I am loving the summer vacation at this point. I just got back from an actual vacation. Hola, señorita! ¿Cómo está? I just got back from vacation a couple days ago, and I'm feeling so good, so relaxed, so good. OMG! Outrageous! How are you? Yeah, so yeah, this is me and my dogs Fisher and Daisy. So yeah, thank you. We have some fun with it. Love my pups. Summer will be here soon enough for you, Senorita. Summer will be here soon enough. Tonight we're going to play some Final Fantasy XIV, and it's going to feel like summer. Let's move some things around real quick. Oh, good. Hey, do you want to see the real one? Do you want to see real Daisy? Daisy, come here. I went to Miami for the Formula One race, and then I went to Orlando, and I got to go to Universal Studios and Disney World and some things. Come here, Daisy. Come here. Hop up. Oh, come here. She's shy. Come here, girl. Ah, she's so shy. Come on, we got to say hi to the camera. The people want to see you. Ah, there she is. This is my girl, Daisy. Okay, look at him. Ta-da! She does not want to look. Yep, so this is Daisy, everybody. She just wants to eat the mic. Hello. Hey, do you want to look over here? Look over here. This sweet girl. She is a giant baby. I was in your neck of the woods, really? Yes, I went to Universal, hung out at Harry Potter World for a bit, and then went to Star Wars Land over at Hollywood Studios, and spent a lot of time and money there. And then spent some time at Epcot the next day, where I ended up on a ride, real talk, on a simple ride. I met a WWE superstar, Angel Garza. How insane is that? Hop down, girl. Go, get in. What a good girl. Yeah, it was absolutely insane to meet that guy. I freaked out. I posted a picture on my Instagram. You can check it out there, but it was crazy. It was crazy. So nice in your neck of the woods. Since you live in Orlando, do you ever go to the theme parks, or is that just like, nah, that's tourist stuff? Let me go ahead and log in. I'll maximize the scene here. Boop. You're at Universal basically every day? Do you work there? Or is that just fun for you? I feel like I would go to Universal pretty frequently if I lived in the Orlando area. Bob. Okay, let's see here. Oh, here we are. Oh, you do? Nice. Hey, that's really cool. That's really cool. Is it fun, or does it get like super old for you, or like what? I feel like it could go either way. Like you just always love it, or it just really becomes kind of like a, oh my gosh. Does it feel like work, or do you like love it? I feel like I would like it a lot. Especially if I were like doing some of the like show stuff. I think that would be pretty fun. Y'all, when I was at Disney, I tried to we went to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. You love it? That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I went to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, and I really wanted to, what are we doing? We're doing a Divine Dilemma, Rauger's Reach, that's what we need to go. And I remember as a kid, they used to find volunteers, and I did everything that I could to, the swimsuit episode, yeah. Listen, I am in full summer mode. Anyway, they noticed me. They even said hi to me from the stage. They were like, oh, you're really going all out. But then they don't do volunteers anymore for the Indiana Jones show due to COVID. So I was like, it's all for naught. Yeah, this can be the swimsuit episode. That should be the caption, to be honest. If I work on my tan just a little bit more, then I'll do like the full swimsuit, sunscreen under the eyes episode. It'll be great. Bow, bow. Ooh, look at that. Somebody used like a purple crayon on this monument over here. Okay. I feel like I gotta call out the music here for a second. Do you hear this song? It is the same sort of meter as a lot of well-known Christian and Protestant, Catholic and Protestant hymns. Da, 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 da. It sounds just like hymns that you might have sung when you were a kid or something like that. They locked in on you for the entire MGM Grand in Vegas? That's amazing. I did not volunteer for Blue Man Group. They just found you. They were like, you Man Group. Senorita. Okay, let's see what's going on with these folks. An entire act on stage with them. That's awesome. Okay, there's Derek. Jesus. There you are, Cecilak. This place served as the base of operations for your investigation into Omega, did it not? How delightful to be here together. It is delightful. If you don't mind my making an observation, it seems like you enjoy traveling with company. I sure do. I do. It's something I dreamed of for a long time. There's nothing like traveling with good friends. I enjoy company, but sometimes I prefer my own. I kind of like sometimes, I mean, I enjoy both. I'm kind of a second answer kind of guy. Oh, Graha, I may have offended him. Is that so? What of yourself? Do you normally travel alone? In my wanderings, I much prefer to have solitude. Not that I avoid people or communities, mind you. As a matter of fact, I've been here before, on the trail of the Phantom Realm. Y'all remember when Derek walked on water? That was crazy. Now that I think on it. More often than not, those places where Phantom Realm sightings are known to occur have a tradition of 12 worship. Then I dare to hope that we are on the right track. As I'm sure you know, Rauger's Reach is home to the Temple of the Fist, the ancient headquarters of the Fist of Raugar. Raised by the Mad King Theodoric, the temple lay abandoned before the Alamegan resistance claimed it for its operations. Yeah, we're really trying to do beach vibe episodes. How about we change the lights behind me to be more of a beach aesthetic? You into that? We want good old beach. I think we can do that. I'll see what we can do. Let's split up, make inquiries. Yeah, we're gonna do beach. Beach. How about Honolulu? Is that gonna change for us? Oh, I don't know if that worked or not. I don't think it worked. Let's try this. Da 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 dum dum. Da 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 da. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We are trying to change to a beach vibe. Da da. Oh, look, it's dawn. Very beachy. You know, we really should go to, like, Costa del Sol. That'd be a good beach vibe. That's a fun one. We love that. Oh, man. Let's see here. Are any of these responding? They are not responding for some reason. Ah, well. It might just be nighttime beach. That's fine. I think I'm actually wearing a beach shirt right now. I bought this, like, maybe at a beach somewhere. Oh, we have to go to the graffiti. You read the words on the monument. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heavens weep. Yes, he's dancing. For no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Oh, look at him. He's checking it out. Once upon a time, Lise explained to you their meaning, that we must prepare ourselves for strife and sorrow that will inevitably come. That's true. Oh, yeah, that's my boy, Alpha. Alpha is the sweetest little chocobo. We love him. Let's see here. Where would another monument be? If I were a monument, maybe on this stone thing over here. He's reading it too. We love the immersion from Alpha, my good chocobo boy. Oh, we're swimming. We're swimming. Da, 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 I think I can do a backstroke. I think I can. Yeah, let's see if I can do a backstroke for our summer stream. Oh, water float, that's one. I look dead. Oh my gosh, I'm tanning. Look at me. Y'all, this is absolutely me. This is me all summer. I'm gonna grow my hair out, wear my ball cap, get some dope crystal necklace, and wear my belt in the pool. Absolutely love it. Well, Palm Beach 10 is in a lot of cities. Ooh, a water flip. Let's do that. Well, it did not compute. Big flip. Not water float. Oh, I thought it said water flip. I was wrong. That's a little annoying. Oh, there's a water flip. Water flip. Oh, you have to do it underwater. I see. I guess I could swim underwater. You just burn. Yeah. It's a real fine line, really. Oh, man. You spend money reversing that. Yeah. As we must. As we must. Can I? Oh my, don't fall! No! I'm just looking for more graffiti. No. Tanologist drops is your go-to. Tanologist drops? What is that? Is that like tan in a can? Is that what that is? Hey, you know, no judgment here. If it works, you know? Oh, listen to this. It's the nighttime hymn. Add drops to a moisturizer and wake up tan. Oh my gosh. This is turning into a different kind of stream for us. The tanning advice stream. Tan Talk with Prof. Noctis. It's a new segment we like to call Tan Talk. Okay, but like for real, where is the graffiti? Oh, is this a place to jump? Yes, look at this. Oh, I'm not very good at jumping. Okay, jump. I have never noticed these little ledges here before. Wow, I did it. OMG Tan Talk. It's Tan Talk with Prof. Noctis. We're listening. It's about how to be tan, but also avoid skin cancer. That's our new segment. give the Final Fantasy fans a. Oh, I bet I need to talk to this dude. Hey, Derek. Oh, if it isn't Cecil, is this man perchance a friend of yours? When last he visited, he shared with me tales he had heard on his journeys, and what amazing tales they were. If you have time, I'd love to hear both of your stories. Alas, we're in some haste. We're investigating the worship of Raugar and seek literature on the subject, religious texts, and the like. Can any still be found here? Perhaps. Just about all of it's gone, sadly. Destroyed by the Empire, if not the Mad King before that. We haven't lost everything. The mighty image of the Destroyer, the tales we share at the campfire, like the legend of our nation's founding. We still have these things, and they were a source of great comfort and strength to us in our darkest moments. I see. If you don't mind, I would be obliged to hear the stories this time. Cecil, rest assured, I have this well in hand. Feel free to carry on as you were. You mean swimming? Okay, one more to go. Isn't this such peaceful music? It's so good. Okay. Hang on a second. I think we can do... How about a Savannah sunset? Oh, that's kind of beachy. That's a little bright behind me. Where's a good beach? Cancun? Ooh. That's nice. That's fun. We're gonna try Cancun for a little bit. Is there anything more beachy? Oh, there's one called Palm Beach. Ooh, that's a little muted, a little blue. We want something sunnier than that. Right, chat? That's pretty sunny behind me, kind of orange, kind of festive. Okay, we'll go with it. Yeah. Senorita, you've never seen Costa del Sol, have you? We gotta show you Costa del Sol. It's the beach area of this game. Costa del Sol is also in Final Fantasy VII. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's very islandy. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, let me finish up my quest here, and then we'll take a little side trip to Costa del Sol, enjoy life. It'll be nice. Hey, I can take you to a theme park on here too. Yes, if you have business, make it quick. I'm due to meet with someone any moment now. Forgive me my delay. Hey, girl. Marjorie? Why, if it isn't the adventurer who kindly escorted me to the Temple of the Fist, are you studying monks too? Perchance. If so, you ought to work together with me and my colleague here. Few things are finer than joining heads with like-minded folk. Hey! Is it bad that I don't remember who Marjorie is? Researching the worship of the Destroyer, you say? Why didn't you mention it sooner? Thank you. This is a copy of Destructivity, a scripture of the Fist of Ralgar. The original is one of the few texts that survived the temple's razing, is in the safekeeping of one Professor Eric. I went to the trouble of having this made for my colleague, only for her to say she doesn't need it, so I will offer it to you instead. Oh, we're still doing Tan Talk. You were talking to the younger teachers, like 23? Hey, skin care is wind care. Danger is the crucible in which the monk tempers body and mind. So sublime, monks. Well, we had best return to our work. Till next time, adventurer. Okay. We do have to wait at the designated location. Very quick. Let's ride. Swimsuit motorbike. Had the opportunity to brag, take it. Hey, listen. Take every chance you get. Y'all, when I was leaving Miami, I saw like 3 guys in on motorcycles, and they were all popping wheelies and trying to go. I filmed it. I need to put it on my Instagram. Ooh, okay. Story mode. Hey, Graha. Cecil, what were you able to learn? Oh man, that's a great compliment. Though I don't really want to look like I did when I was 15. I was skin and bones. Copy of one of these scriptures, you say? 3? No. 3 dudes on 3 motorcycles. No. I can see how I might have confused you. I see, this chapter appears to be a record of the construction of the great image of Ralgar, written in a style that suggests folklore was committed to parchment. When the deluge of the 6th umbral calamity threatened Eorzea, the ancestors of the Alamegans were guided to safety by a comet. Ooh. Believing that it was sent by Ralgar, they came to hold him in the highest. This much of the tale I had been familiar with. Yes. But according to the scripture, among those refugees who followed the comet, some claim to have sought sight of Ralgar himself. Their accounts were passed down through the centuries, and worshippers of the Destroyer pieced them together to give shape to the yonder statue. Yonder. I must say, it bears more than a passing resemblance to the being we encountered. Were that Ralgar a primal, the explanation for the similarities would be simple. That's a bad way of looking at it. Maybe you've looked 15 for all of these years, right? That is the well, I missed that part. Unified personalities, okay. Oh, wow. However, this fails to account for what inspired the likeness in the first place. If the scripture is to be believed, it was the sightings during the 6th umbral calamity, yet for those witnesses to be able to recognize Ralgar, there would need to be an agreed upon idea of his appearance beforehand. If we then consider the history of 12 worship, that it already existed in the 3rd astral era, it would not be ridiculous to think of these divinities existed even prior to that. There's a lot of words right here. So the question is, did these beings give rise to their respective faiths, or are they primals born of them? Very interesting. There is an interesting, oh, Ralgar. I thought we had made it clear we are not summoned beings. God? Oh, here they come. furry and a bird. Since time immemorial, our domains have lain scattered across Eorzea. As a matter of fact, one of those in which you set foot is nearby. It is not unusual for mortals to glimpse us. That voice, could they be? Indeed, I am Birigo, Bob the Builder, and the hawk beside me is Ralgar. I shall elaborate upon my master's explanation. Birdie! We thus disguise ourselves when we wish to observe the world without, for being seen in our true forms would violate our laws of conduct. So you show up as a bird and a fuzzy boy? Yet though we similarly disguise our sanctums, veiling them in illusion, rents are known to manifest when the surrounding ether is unstable. Noted. In such a time, should a gifted mortal chance to be near, they may inadvertently catch sight of us. Of course, during an umbral calamity, etheric imbalance occurs on a star-wide scale, the ideal condition for seeing the phantom realm. Precisely how many times we have been seen, we ourselves have no way of knowing, but that is a sound assumption to make. Well, Birigo, I believe we shall, that much shall suffice by way of an apology for our deception, shall we? Indeed, that is all we are at liberty to reveal. Fare you well, children of man. Bye, friends. Or gods, whatever you are. This is kind of an interesting story to follow. Aside from their reticence where it concerns their identity and objective, these divinities are certainly approachable. Oh, was it? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't control the ads. Or if I can, I don't know how. If what they said was true and their worship can be traced back to their sightings, it would serve to explain one thing. According to my research in the field of comparative mythology, Ralgar is often observed to bear many similarities with Rama, or Ramu. Assuming both were inspired by Ralgar of the Phantom Realm. Well, that's fair. Their divergence may be attributable to differences in culture between and so you believe that they gave rise to the prevailing faiths of Eorzea? Perhaps. Let's see, I think that I can do... Yeah, I was looking at the ads, sorry. Given available evidence, yes, I am inclined to, yet none of this explains their presence. How and when did beings of such power come into existence? Oh, phone call. Oh, 'tis you, Kryl. Has something happened? Truly? Very well, I shall take care of it. Kryl has recruited an acquaintance to aid in our investigation, an authority on mythology. I must go and receive her at the sunken temple of Karn, where she is currently conducting fieldwork after a brief detour to prepare a little something. Conveniently, Thanalin is home to countless adherents of Naldal. While I attend to business, may I ask the two of you to make inquiries in Ul'dah? Yeah, I guess. We're just doing tons of fetch quests. Very well. Excellent. I will join you as soon as I'm able. By your leave. Bye, friends. Does he know he can teleport? Alright, friend. Talk to you real quick. So, it's just to be you and me in Ul'dah. I suppose it can't be helped. But don't act too excited. The face of an explorer. Talk to him, then go to Costa del Sol, the beach, a la playa. What strange manners for the one who proposed the survey to so promptly abandon it. I'll not lie, I'm not given to working one-on-one with another, but I suppose I agreed to this arrangement. But we've got the chocobo too. Well, we best be on our way. As I recall, Milvaneth Sacrarium is still closed for construction, so let us try our luck at Arzaneth Ossuary. You have no objection to traveling separately, I trust? Good. I shall see you in Ul'dah. Bye, Derek. I mean, traveling is more fun with friends, I guess, but... Alright, let's go to the beach. I don't know if there's anything fun there, but we're gonna go. Wow. Here it is, the beach. Oh, it's a starry beach. Ooh. These fun people. Costa del Sol. Typing is hard. Oh, look, there's a lighthouse. Oh, we can get a good... Oh, look at the stars and the beach. Oh, a little island canopy here. How pretty. Pretty, pretty. Alright. Come on, little chocobo. We got work to do. Anybody here? We can play cards with that guy. We won't, but... okay. This guy knows how to live. Oh, it's raining? Don't rain at the beach. Oh, it's a storm, isn't it? That is dumb. So yeah, there's your beach. It's very rainy, but it is very pretty. Oh look, there's a shark. Did y'all hear about the high school prank where they put a shark, like a dead shark, but still a shark, up on the wall of the gym or something like that? I saw it in the news. It's crazy. Is what? I guess I just kind of glossed over that, didn't I? Yeah, there's a flying dog. Yeah, this is a flying dog. His name is Argos. He's pretty cool. He's great. We love him. I got him from the moon, actually. Yeah, it was hoisted above the stairs at the school entrance. Yeah, and yes, the dog is very pretty. Very regal, right? Like, should be in shows. Look at it walk, so gingerly. It looks like this dog looks like it should lead after the Thanksgiving Day parade, right? It is a show dog, absolutely. We love Argos. We hate the rain, though. Oh, but look at that precious boy or girl playing in the wake, in the surf. Oh, look at this guy fishing. Oh, that's an actual character, like another person. I don't do a lot of fishing in this game, which is shocking, because that's like all I did in Final Fantasy 15. Okay, well, let's carry on with our journey of history. I'm kind of interested in this. Like, one thing that they're talking about, which is kind of interesting, is the ins and outs of Like, how do you get the images of gods? I took a class on that. If only the king of fishing were here. Oh my gosh, you're so right. Noctis. But I took a class on how representations of deities like come to be, particularly in the Christian tradition. It was such an interesting class. So like I had to study Western images of like Jesus, and then I had to study Far Eastern and European. Where am I going? Oh, there. I had to study African, Asian images of Jesus. It was really, really interesting. But the psychology and anthropology of creating those is always really interesting. Okay, Derek. Ah, you're here. Of the deific twins Nald Thal, here they worship Thal, who keeps the realm of the dead and weighs the worth of men's souls. In contrast, Nald keeps the world of the living and oversees their financial fortunes. Ah, senorita, I thought so. Their names are borne by many a location and religious organization. Some extremely wealthy and powerful exist and nurture faith in them. On the surface, it may seem strange that a hub of commerce such as Ul'dah could be home to such spiritual people. But it is actually quite logical when one considers that their religion is, in essence, commerce. Really outrageous. How was that? What are some things you learned? Was it a survey of like all religions that exist, or what was originally held to be one god came to be worshipped as twins? Interesting. Indeed, rather than two distinct entities, that which we encountered was a single being possessed of two personalities. Boy, does that sound like Trinitarian theology to a degree. Did I mishear? Did he just say they encountered Nald Thal? And while his appearance differs somewhat to the divinities worshipped, it cannot be denied that there are striking similarities in their nature. Survey of all the major religions of the world. That's awesome. We're starting to attract attention. Perhaps we should avoid talking about that here. I'll just save that first one. That's awesome. Really? What was your project? Forgive me, this is hardly the place for such a conversation. Let us continue it elsewhere. I did a class on folk religions one time, and had to do a major project on snake handling churches and congregations. Boy, that was interesting. That was real neat. It was careless of me to openly speak of our encounter with the divinity within a place where he is worshipped. Hereon, I shall exercise greater caution. One on Christmas, how it's changed over the years. What did you learn? What was that like? I thank you for alerting me to my indiscretion and ask that you keep it between us. Now then, to finish our conversation, as I mentioned, though the Nald Thal, as worshipped by men, appears somewhat different, there are undeniable similarities in their nature. I believe we may report this much to Grahatia. With that, our work here is done. Rather than waiting for our companion to arrive, perhaps we might seek him out at the sunken temple. You mentioned needing to make a detour. Were we to set out now, we ought to be able to catch up to him. After all, we hardly know one another. Rather than loiter with an unfamiliar person, 'tis better to use our time productively. Wouldn't you agree? Major bonus points for bringing... Oh, nice, for bringing up Saturnalia. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one to bring up. Let us head to the sunken temple of Karn at once. Yeah, I bet so. That's good stuff. What points did you make about it? Let me go to the Sunken Temple of Karn. Alright. Let's go, let's go. What shall we ride today? How about a polar bear? Let's ride on a polar bear. Fly, polar bear, fly. Can we get out of here? Yes, we can. Man, it has been a long time. Adoring mythology courses? Nice. What kind of mythology did you learn? Greek, Roman, Norse, Hebrew, Mesopotamian, Babylonian? Okay, how do I get to you? Hello. Oh no, is that Marjorie? No, it's not Marjorie. You're here, thank goodness. I found this woman collapsed, though I can see no obvious injuries. By her attire, she appears to be some manner of scholar. Water, food, in my bag, please. I see. Cecil, may I trouble you to find her bag? I'll stand lookout in the meantime. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Where's the bag? Ah, here it is. Hello. Large bag. Examining the bag, you find a skin with a little water left, but there appears to be no provender. For now, you decide to take the water to the woman. One course was Greek and Roman, the second was Norse, and you think it was Egyptian. Very, very cool. Did you have a favorite out of those? Greek and Roman I was pretty partial to those when I was growing up, but I grew to love Norse, and much of my dissertation dealt with some of the Egyptian mythologies, especially how they related to kings and kingship. So thirsty, so hungry. Okay, well, have some water, girl. We got you. Greek for sure, yeah. That's good stuff. And this stuff with the 12 seems to really borrow from the Greek mythology a lot. Not enough food. I need food. Norse is very interesting. Yeah, Norse is interesting. I have not saved dried meat, tough as leather. Do you have anything easier to consume? No. Graha, welcome. Look what we've done. Cecil, Derek, what are you doing here? Actually, that can wait. Because there's a hurt woman here that we need to help. I've got a friend, hang on. Steady Snowgime. I've brought you Archon loaf and coffee, made sweet and creamy, just like you like it. That's a gross noise. Good as new. I am reborn. Washed down with a sweet beverage, the life-giving nutrients of Archon loaf permeate my being from head to toe. Thank you, kind stranger. However you knew of my preferred source of sustenance, you truly are a godsend. Oh, it's you, Raha. What brings you here? I don't recall mentioning my field work. It's for my research into the Belaudians' worship of Azima, you see. Oh, use of mythology in modern media? What did you find? I bet there's tons of stuff. Haven't you heard from Kryle? The students are presently investigating the 12, and we would prevail upon you, upon your expertise. Oh, I bet you did. I bet you did. I've got a friend through Twitter who wrote a book called Norse myths that inspired Final Fantasy VII. And he's working on a book right now called Greek Myths. His name's MJ Gallagher. You should give him a follow on Twitter. He's got some great stuff out there. Really, really good. May I introduce Snowgime, expert mythologist. She is a collaborator of the students, and like many a Charlian scholar, is passionate about her endeavors to the point of forgetting to eat. Yeah, I wish I had some presentations from college as well. Seeing as she had recovered, may I ask the two of you to tell her about the Phantom Realm? But I guess I teach college classes now, so... I guess that's kind of like having work from college, right? Dun, 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 dun. The 12 abide in the Phantom Realm, and you exchange not only words with them, but blows besides. Incredible. And your description of the domains, a thunderous tower in one and a sweltering city in another, are precisely as the heavens of lightning and fire depicted in legend. In ancient times, worshippers of the 12 believed that there exist 7 heavens and 7 hells. Oh, I know about the 7 hells. Merylweb of Limsa always says that. Aetherology has since established that departed souls shall return to the ethereal sea. Been there. But it seems those afterlife domains were more than just inventions of mortal imagination. 7 hells! As a marketing person? Nice. Very cool. So that's kind of like reliving the college days, right? Different kind of projects. As a pursuer of myths, I must say it feels somewhat anticlimactic to suddenly have these revelations given to me. You don't miss working at the schools? Yeah. Thomas! How you doing? Feel like a lot of JRPGs. Yeah, it sure seems so. Fire Emblem's definitely, yeah. 13 comes to mind with Ragnarok, and Lightning Ride's Odin as well, right? Yeah, that's a big one. But more than that, I'm dying to know more, which is to say, please allow me to join your investigation. Well, the more the merrier. Come on. Him, we would, of course, welcome your presence. Without further ado, then, let us head to the Omphalos. Kral awaits us there. Thomas, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, to the Omphalos. I guess I can't teleport there. Did I not touch the crystal? Because boy, was that a dumb move on my part. Great to hear, Thomas. My vacation was so good. Such a fun time. Oh, I guess I should show off my my new toy that I got from vacation. I showed it off on my stream yesterday, but that was for the daytime crowd. I need to show it off for the nighttime crowd. To the Omphalos. Ooh. Ah. I guess I can't attune to this crystal. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I'll show off my new toy after these cutscenes. Oh, there's our little whatever it is. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome, Snowgime. I'm glad you could join us. Oh, I'll show you in a second. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome, Snowgime. I'm glad you could join us. Kral, how delightful to see you again. I understand you've been doing a fine job leading the students. I know that I'm not saying her name right, but may I say what a lovely place this is? At a glance, this appears to be the highest of the heavens of legend, the 7th heaven. 7th heaven. Did y'all ever watch that show? Otherwise, I just broke into song for no reason. And ooh, if those aren't symbols representing the other heavens, I take it those are their respective gateways. I should like to pay them all a visit. For Snowgheim's benefit, let us review what we have learned thus far and thence deliberate the next step. Senorita, you know what I'm talking about. Seventh heaven. Oh yeah. Let me get that that toy. Here's your favorite show in middle school. Of course it was. The gods reappeared before us in Rauger's Reach. Though they were disguised as unassuming creatures, their laws forbid them from showing their true forms outside their realm. Who didn't? I do indeed still like no cap, of course. Yet in the event the ambient ether becomes unstable, such as during an umbral calamity, it's possible for the realm, and indeed the gods themselves, to be glimpsed by mortals. And such sightings, we believe, have given rise to the various faiths practiced throughout Eorzea. As we confirmed in Ul'dah, the Nald'thal worshipped by people and the Nald'thal we encountered here have more similarities than they do differences. Amen. In the course of exploring the Omphalos, two things caught my attention. Oh yeah? Remind me who Riku's voice actor was. The first is the gate which lies in the innermost area. If each of the other 6 gates lead to the elementally aspected heaven, then we stand in the 7th heaven, as Snowgheim says. 7th heaven. Every time we see that. No cap and sus. Yeah, stop that. What then lies beyond that last gate? Maybe the 7th hell. Ever think about that, Kral? The second is this monument. It harbors some manner of magic unlike anything I've seen before. I will endeavor to decipher it, but it'll take some time. Divinities that have existed since time immemorial, who abide in domains resembling the heavens of legend, why have they chosen to reveal themselves to mortals seeking battle? Unless they favor us with more of their secrets, 'twould seem this monument holds the key to solving the mystery. Yes, Senorita, 7th heaven is Tifa's bar in Final Fantasy VII. Indeed, much and more yet lies beyond our understanding, and we'll keep chasing the truth together. As I'm sure you'll agree, though, this is tiring work both mentally and physically. I'm exhausted. We need to pace ourselves. To which end, might I suggest we return to Revenant's Toll and have a rest before we embark on the next stage of our investigation? Let's do it. Well, you're in luck. We're going to play it again on this stream. We're going to do the original and the remake. And the intergrade stuff with Yuffie. Oh, it's mealtime, baby! I love how much they eat in this game. And I like that I'm still not wearing a shirt for dinner. So rarely do I get to simply chat with colleagues. I had fairly forgotten what it felt like to have friends. Indeed, and it's quite fitting that we should be doing so here at the 7th heaven. 7th... I gotta stop. Fitting? That's an understatement if I've ever heard one. We'll get the whole story, Senorita. The 7th and highest of the heavens, which rules over the remaining 6, was right here in Mordona all this time. This isn't fitting, my friends. It's destiny. They seem less excited than Snowgheim does. You are obviously well versed in the myths surrounding the heavens and hells. If you don't mind, I should like to hear your thoughts on them. When I see their happy faces smiling back at me. Invested as they are in their research, it doesn't take much to stoke their passions. My apologies if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh, Derek. Oh my gosh, Senorita. I forgot those cheesy lyrics. Having always traveled alone, I'm admittedly not too familiar with such a lively atmosphere, but I do not mislike it. Do you dislike it, though? By the way, two of you arrived at the sunken temple rather quickly. Did something happen? Well, we teleported. You ran. Well, as pleasant as this has been, it's past time we've returned to the annex. The paperwork for this commission isn't going to complete itself, alas. Then I shall take myself to the Omphalos. There's so much there that I'd like to see. Okay. Goodbye. And I believe I will go for a walk nearby. It's getting a little warm in here. Derek. Alright, do take care now. That's a good song. Alright, let's go find Derek. Moody Derek. Moody Derek. Oh, Cecil is pleasant, isn't it? The smells and sounds of a tavern, it makes one feel alive. And afterwards, stepping outside alone and breathing the cool air, I like that just as much. While we await developments, I shall remain here in Revenant's Toll. If there are any tidings, rest assured I will share them with you. Thank you for your help thus far. I doubt so much could have been accomplished without you. I am a hero. And that's it for Derek's quest. Until the next patch. Beautiful. Alright, now, as promised, I got a toy. Y'all. It's so cool. So, like I mentioned, I went to Star Wars Land, right? And I did something with some friends that was a life-changing thing. Let me close in on me here. Oh man, you guys, watch this. It's so stinking cool. I got my very own lightsaber. Let's see if I can pull this out. Ah, look at this boy. Look at this thing. Look at that craftsmanship. I made this with my bare hands and the magic of Disney. Isn't that neat? And then, watch this, watch this. You're gonna love this. I turn it on, and it's like, oh! Listen to that. Oh, look at that. I don't really have room in here, but doesn't that look cool? It looks really cool on the screen here. And it makes noise too. Do you hear that? Oh, there it goes. How cool is that? Oh my gosh. And then I turn it off. Whoa! It's incredible. It's like a really well done lightsaber. They had like 4 templates to it, and this is the one that I chose. It's part of a package called, heck yeah, Jedi Master now. It's part of a package called Protection and Defense, and I got it because I'm a tank, a paladin, in 14. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Oh my gosh. Just look at that. Look at that guy. It's just so, wow. Oh my god. I freaked out. I freaking freaked out. It was just out of this world. So anyway, that's my new toy. I gotta find a place to put it in my stream. Like back there somewhere. I'm gonna kind of redo this corner of the room because it's getting a little junked up with various things. So that's kind of part of my goal this week, now that I got some time off to reconfigure all of this back here. Oh, absolutely. Challenge me to a duel. Heck yeah. You might have to get in line, though. I've been challenged to a couple of duels. I am excited for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I'm really excited for it. That looks really, really good. Really, really good. Okay. Back to Final Fantasy. Where are we going? We need to go to Sharing the Wealth in Yedlamad. You'll be 60 before you make it to Disney, so you got time. Ah, nice. I'll save a spot in my dual lineup. Okay, this is kind of beachy. Like Indonesian beach. Hello, guild staff. Sigh. How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger has passed, certainly, but no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term, and to that, the sailors were lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Kalzal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure he'd have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done, God's rest his soul. You've spoken with local key figures and gained an understanding. Varshan waits your report in the Megaduta. To the Megaduta! Y'all, the music in Endwalker is just so... I love it! Thomas, are you excited for the Obi-Wan show? I'm excited they're bringing Anakin back. I don't hate the prequels as much as a lot of people. 2 and 3 I actually really like. Where am I going? The wrong way. God, I love the Indian, Far Eastern influence of this game. Gosh, in this game. Okay, Varshan, let's do this. Ah, my advisor's return. I've just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least, and there are a few places I can enter comfortably without risk of flattening some cart or stall. Fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Palaka's stand were unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Oh. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yedlamad. From what I understand, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like, and I was assured that the jungle provides for their needs for the most part. Palaka's stand has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant skull to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thavnir has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity dependent on a steady stream of exports. We must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akyali and Yedlamad? Oh yeah, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen coming back. I'm mega excited too. I really loved Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. It ended really well. Started a little slow for me, but I'm hyper excited for Obi-Wan. I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman must struggle to offload his daily catch. Which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors, in Yedlimad. I'm reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beast sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale repeated over and over. So many lives lost. Like that guy. Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome, but we will not. Cecil, Justinian, I will consider the perspectives you've brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries. Okay. Cool.
I thank you for your attendance.
Voiced. I love it.
The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadar's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need. And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul. Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more. None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Karazal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. A simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
Oh shoot, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm no politician. Oh man. Taxes. Levy them on trade profits in exchange for your investment. It takes a village. Edelshire's orphanage was funded through trade in highly coveted goods. I mean, okay. I'm not real big on taxes, except I don't like the way that one's set up. It takes a village. That's true, but that's also kind of like telling people to like pull themselves up by their bootstraps a little bit. Like, just do it together. I do like that Idleshire's orphanage was funded through trade in highly coveted goods. So essentially, but I do like that he is specifically saying Idleshire's stuff, like it worked for them. So we could try that.
Of course, we can draw on trading profits to build a new institution.
I thought so.
Let us put this idea into practice.
And that's how policy is made.
A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of our Zadal's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage. Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
Do I get to name it? Oh my gosh. Something with Khalzal seems appropriate. Why not honor one of your most successful merchants? Shoot, I don't know. Depends on the merchant. Oh yeah, how about the one merchant that died? We liked that guy.
A successful merchant. I believe I see thy reasoning. Khalzal should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores.
Yeah.
Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
True.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Khalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
This bodes well for that boy. Murad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Look at us doing good, y'all.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Khalzal Foundation. Nabdeen, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor.
Okay.
Clerks, see to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
My bad, my bad. My controller's about to die.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. Reminded of Ishgard.
Me too, dude. Do, 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 do. We want that. Alright, Estinian. Vritra is warming it to his role as satrap. Clearly all those years behind the curtain were not spent napping. Alright, Radiant, talk to me. Be grateful. Thank you for putting forth Khalzal's name, those whose lives he enriched. Whoa, we're going so fast. You would forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Y'shtola. She asks that you meet her in the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Understood, thank you. Y'shtola must have finished her study of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I will go with you. Get to see Y'shtola. We love Y'shtola. I thought the satrap would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of this administration since before Iwan assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done, and I'm curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction. As you wish, allow me to lead the way, Your Majesty, Your Excellency. Oops. One thing that I really like about this story, y'all, is that it's kind of like the aftermath of the main story, you know? Like, we saved the world and all that kind of stuff, and I mean, it's good stuff throughout, not without its own losses and tragedies and stuff, but the thing that just, like, hits me with this particular story is that, they're trying to have society follow suit. There's an abundance of orphans, for example. So while it's important to do heroic acts that are kind of one and done, they're setting in place policies that are going to help others and kind of maintain the society that they want as a result of, you know, the calamities that they have endured. I kind of love that because that's such a real world sort of dilemma. You know, what do we do for the least among us, right? And I don't know. I never really used to think about that when I was a kid. But the older that I'm getting, the more that I'm realizing, hey, you know, one act of kindness creates opportunities for policy making and for systemic change in the society. Anyway, I'm really digging this storyline.
Right, here we all are.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device.
Yes, it is, Thomas.
I was able to determine how
mine.
it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
He's so cute, Thomas. Oh, I love that little guy. There used to be a
From what
plush,
we
but he
understand,
sold out on Square
travel
Enix's
between
store.
worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them. Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first. You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world. The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway.
Okay.
Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
I'm following you, Stola.
Then what of the many Voidsent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
An excellent question. Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
Ooh. Yeah, I fought my share of these guys, the gargoyles.
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact. Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner. Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
For those of you that don't know, she's talking about a story that happened like one expansion ago. We were summoned into another world.
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Voidsent's physical form is left behind in the 13th. Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly.
Nice use of simile.
For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse.
This is a lot of jargon that I'm trying to
Why
wrap
is
my
only
head
the
around.
boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No, the danger is too great.
We got this.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
That's us. That's what we do.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
I assure you I was most attentive, and I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
I mean, I'd say so. Count me in. Let's go on an adventure.
I had a feeling you might say that.
Mm-hmm. You're stealing my
Once
heart.
again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands.
Mm.
That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
Okay.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single Void Scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
Okay.
You have a plan.
Let's go to the void.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daimir was overseeing the project.
Daimir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
A man-made Void Scent.
Yes.
They are explaining
Being great
so
admirers of the
much.
Archons, House Daimir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built.
Sure.
Which leaves us with...
The other library. Oh, don't make me guess. The Numenon. Probably Graha's favorite place to sneak around.
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
Let's go to the library.
In which case, I say we head directly to Charlene.
This quest, like, there's interesting things to it, but it's like, let's go to the library. Let's go talk about science. Back to the library.
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves. See myself being of little
Oh,
use.
he's bored.
Go on
I
ahead.
got you.
I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Yeah, sure. Go do the Lord's work. We'll go to the library.
Let us be on our way as well.
Let's do it. To the library! This kid is not approving.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
No, you get to open the void for us. A la biblioteca. Vámonos! dun, 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 dun. La da da da. Daisy, what's up? It's not as fun as La Playa. Daisy, 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 how you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. I am so good, friendo. Right now, we are doing little side quests. Actually, it's main quest. Stuff in Final Fantasy XIV. Who do you think you might be inclined to assist us? Graha, Graha, Graha. Oh, maybe Skalark, Monteshanga. Noise, noise. How's your Tuesday going? You good? Ishtola is accompanying me. And we are going to the library. I am glad to hear it. I am glad to hear it. Oh, we need to go that way. Come on, Ishtola. Zoom. Oh, that guy was dressed like Snow from Final Fantasy 13. Come on, Stola, run. Daisy, have you ever played Final Fantasy 14? The music in 14 is just so good. I mean, just listen to this guitar. It's so good. I apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7. I labored under her tutelage for a full decade, never had the chance to attend the studium, either to Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Louisois took him in off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. It was a rigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. Okay. Tea at the last stand after a day of lectures. Ah, no worries, Daisy. Thanks for coming in and saying hey. Great to hear from you. Enjoy dinner. Bye. The dank cave I studied in was about as far from the bright airy halls of academia as one could get, but it was a wondrous magical childhood nonetheless. Alright, library, here we are. Hello, Monteshande. Ah, visitors, and quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? Pray forgive the intrusion, Skalark, but we were hoping you might help us to secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives. Oh, no furtive forays into the stacks this time, eh? I applaud this newfound sense of propriety, yet in all the wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? Oh. We want to enter a void. Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Demir has lain dormant in Charlene's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, then what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void. That is, in fact, precisely what we intend. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Oh. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I've heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force upon open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward? Excuse me. Ha ha ha. Marvelous. An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself. After hearing the whys and wherefores, I, for one, do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request to the forum's consideration. That's great. Although, your petition would be better received if you also had support of another well-placed acquaintance. I bet. Master Foshana, of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there is no denying that having Master Foshana, I cannot say that, on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well, we will pay a visit to the Luvile estate and plead our case. One last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. You got it. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager, so if you could just see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity. Of course, Scholark, we will be sure to pass on any revelations. Let's do it. Okay, now, let's go check out Master Foshana. Over there. Yo, this music is just so chill, isn't it? Sometimes I just have this song playing in my house, like while I do chores and stuff. Hello, butler. How may I be of service? You come to speak with Master Foshana. Is he home by any chance? Yeah. Off you go then. Hello. Well, well. This is not a social visit. It is not. Pray proceed, you have my full attention. We want to go to the void. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. We're growing. Montechal expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you will not attempt to circumvent the forum's authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yeah? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? Because we want to. For a brother who misses his sister, she was a guardian and a friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up the thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing of his heart. 'Tis no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Yeah. Just pluck those heartstrings, Y'shtola. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Okay. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. I'll add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldesian and Annex. Okay. It's like the middle of the night though, dude. Okay, to the Annex. Oh, I guess we can't. Okay. We gotta go here. Hello, Y'shtola. What did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Matoya has burned some bridges here in Charlian and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms that I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. We are heroes. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archive was the least we could do in return. That's wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I'm sure you're aware, this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor and bid you good day. Thanks for your help, Ray. Ever the same, that one. Uncompromising? Aye, but that very stoicism is exactly what Charlian needed to guide it through not one but two exoduses. This is a very long quest. Like, this patch is much bigger than I thought. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes, and now I can simply walk in through the door. Our focus will be on finding House Demir's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. Oh my gosh, there's more? You'll be heading directly to the archives from here, I presume. You presume correctly. Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the forbidden section. Excellent. Once again, we thank you. Oh, look at that Triceratops! Oh, okay. Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Okay. Shall we? Yeah, I guess we shall. I do like the extra content, but man, they are... There's a lot of them. Triceratops. La da 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 da. Ba da ba ba da ba. To think the set of instructions I laughingly imagined may actually exist, but yawns away from where you found me napping. If I had known that Alzadal III's exploits sooner, I could have well saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom, a lesson I had already learned but not clearly taken to heart. Okay, Y'shtola. That is a lot of talking, girl. A lot of talking. Okay, little index page. Archon Y'shtola. Yes, bring us to the restricted archives. Please note that the use of naked flames... What is a naked flame? Look at all the books. And what a senseless way of stacking them. Books on books on books. Oh gosh.
If House Demir's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Let's go book looking. We will search every book and cranny. To this most jazzy piano I've ever heard in my life. Okay, Y'shtola, you look there. I'll look at Untitled Journal. Today, in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcendent being. I'm tempted to read more. It's not what I'm looking for. Nice library, for real. I kind of feel like Belle in Beauty and the Beast. In the year 1564, the 6th astral era, the Amalja summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe the being as a gigantic lizard-like being with a potent command of fire-aspected magics. If we consider that primal summoning is an act fueled by faith and prayer, it's unsurprising, if not expected, that the resulting deiform entity should manifest the appearance of powers with which it is attributed by its worshippers. What then might emerge from the ether should one who believes in almighty omniscience attempt the same ritual? Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence, some other embodiment of divine sagacity? It is very Beauty and the Beast. Oh, you did? The live version or the cartoon? Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing? And if it were, whence would such knowledge arise? I myself have so many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world. With no spell to transport me back to the days of old, could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom of every age, yet with no means to verify its pronouncements? How could one be certain they were true? It kind of feels like I am rapping this. Maybe it's the driving piano in the background. Get it. That was dope. Okay, I think I've read all the books. You still on? So many books I've yet to read. Yes, we're here for a specific volume. Oh, here's a thing that I haven't read. No, we definitely already read this. Never mind. Ah, this is the one that we're really looking for. Leatherbound. Beauty and the Beast. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by Nuhashan, the 9th patriarch of House Daimir. We present these research notes to the faculty of Charlian Studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless determinism. I found it. Y'shtola. I am what you're looking for. Have something you'd like to show me, do ya? My apologies, I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Nerd. That is a good song. And a whole new world. Well done, Cecil. I think you found our prize. I can show you the world.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable.
I know, I'm good.
I've felt the traces of House Daimir's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Kind of looks like I'm holding fire from this angle. That looks like a book of secrets. Ooh.
Among the ranks of the Void Sent,
Atomos.
there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures.
Yeah, I fought those
before. A talent
before.
which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings reveal that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
Okay, okay.
Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism.
Okay.
We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial atomos.
Okay, well, that's kind of cool. That's a long-held Final Fantasy enemy. Okay.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities?
Well,
This species, not to mention its ability to summon void scent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
I mean, kind of. Sure, we'll go with it.
And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own.
Okay.
I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive.
Mm-hmm.
It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves. Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it?
Though,
Better
to be
not.
fair, I used to pop for book fairs in school. So, Y'shtola, same. Oh, there's that little guy. Okay, Y'shtola. That was a great trip to the library. We have not fought anything in this stream. As much as I'd love to start crafting that Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hannish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our House Daemir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Your message will be conveyed. Thank you. Nidhana, we return to Thafnir. Look for her at the Great Work. My goodness, we are island hopping, y'all. My goodness, my goodness. We are all over the place. Thavnir, the Great Work. Kitten posters and cute posters as a little girl. Oh man. I remember a particular kitten poster in my college dorm. Y'shtola tells me you are pursuing a most fascinating study and that you want me to be a part of it. We do. I've no doubt you'll be interested. The research log should speak for itself. Yeah. Thank you. Will it now? By the sisters, this is the mark of House Daemir. I never knew such a work existed. It's a great work. Few would. It's sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives, after all. It was, but that means every word of it is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right in my unsuspecting hand? I can hardly wait to read it. Oh, gosh. Nerd alert, nerd alert. To think that Daemir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder. Now that you've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new mock Atomos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Work on a Daemir project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Charlie and trembling in their sandals. No alchemist of the great work could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Roll Tide to that. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean with this big mouth simulacrum once we've built it? We're gonna travel into its mouth. There's a secret void gate. It's sealed with the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed! That's a great line. If the purpose of our man-made Atomos is to expand this hidden portal, I will need to see it for myself. I bet you will. All means, let's go back there shortly. Let's gather some goods. Come on, everybody. Charlene's markets provided a raw aquamarine and pure water crystals, but I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. Font of Maya, the ascetics of old once favored the place of their meditations, and the water which pools there is now known to enliven the flow of ether. My goodness, there's so much. Okay, let's go get some water, and we'll come back. Got it. Wow. Okay, time to go find some water. Be back. Dun 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 dun. Da da da. Big jump. Where is the water? And down we. Gorillas. This looks like water if I've ever seen it. Astrally dense pocket of water right here. Let's gather some water. What'd I say? Swimming. It's beach day again. And up we go, and back to our friend. Back over here. This is a long quest line. I was not expecting it to be this long. I was going to run a few dungeons, all that stuff. Once this quest line is over, we might need to jump over to Tales of Arise real quick. I got trounced by a boss yesterday that I'd love to beat. Plus, I need something to rest my voice because I feel like I've been reading so much. Wee. Oh, hey, Estinian, you joined us. Do you have the flask? Oh, I got the flask. It should suffice. How about a tenacity materia? Oh my gosh, there's more. Void theory. Let's go to the vault. Well, we gotta see it through its conclusion. Look who I came across. Estinian seemed in need of a diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his lance. Right then. Now that our little party is assembled, let's make way to the ruins. Will we have need of Matsuya's boat again? Not this time. Gonna be a vessel at Akyali. Let's go. L-A-T-S-G-O. Da, da, da. Okay. What is that place over there? The Janapadamnama Jananamandatapa. Wow, okay, cool. Hey, you guys. Ship is yours. Let's go sailing like pirates. Woo! Alright, this is our moment, everybody. I feel like things are gonna happen here. We've gone through a lot of science jargon. It's like Doctor Strange.
The ruins alone were impressive enough. But I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
Maybe.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
Fair.
What is it you're doing now?
There's something I wish to verify.
Such
The
a
NOAA
scientist.
reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence.
Okay.
But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Sort of.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Maybe send a familiar? No, I guess I'll go myself. Let's look meaningfully at Estinian, because that's always a good idea.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Surely you'd not expect me to wriggle through that tiny portal.
Uh-huh.
We needn't attempt anything so drastic.
We made her
A
laugh,
small
y'all.
familiar should serve well enough.
Yeah, I know that was the right answer, but...
Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow.
Okay.
Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same. I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
Does anyone dislike? Everyone mislikes?
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Oh, she's a witch.
Water, water, froth and fire!
You stole her. What in the world was that?
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
She really loves science.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
Kind of. What are these?
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
Okay.
I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual. In any
love
case,
Estinian.
these two should serve as well. This one will bear a warding scale.
Okay.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption.
Okay.
If I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nidana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Okay, do we get to fight something? I'm ready. Froth and foam!
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
Girl. Nah.
Let us begin, shall we?
Let's begin.
Nixies, into the void.
Nixies? What is this game right now? What is this game? Okay. Now I guess we wait here. This is insanity.
I think we've waited long enough.
I think so too, Y'shtola.
Nixies, return to my side.
Wow, they did. You look fine. You are corrupted. Oh. I guess the one with the little warding thing is safe.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Oh.
Poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
Mm-hmm.
We're out of time. I must reseal the Void Gate.
Oh no.
They're coming through!
In the name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the Void.
I love that ribbons hold it up. Crazy.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
It really was, Nidana.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent.
Oh.
The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Interesting.
Graha's theory was correct then.
It was.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation. It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently. We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
We don't know.
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
Thank God.
The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining.
Okay.
They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Una Kalhai, the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring
Wow, we're
Triad.
going way back.
He explained the fate of the 13th thus.
Jeez,
The
that's
champions of that ill-fated
like
world
Heaven's Ward.
used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals.
Yep.
But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness.
Wow. Boy, I'd forgotten about that part.
And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition? I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
Okay.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Varshan. It's fine.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way. But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos.
Okay. So that's going to take some time. Probably
Or
about
I could
4
if
months.
I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
Okay.
Your Excellency?
He's not into this.
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
We'll see you then. Estinian. Suspicious. bet Y'shtola has something for us to do. Satrap's duty. Okay. Nidana succeeds in replicating the Mach Atomos. This door to the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? This is more of my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I have no interest in visiting the void myself. Understandable. Might we discuss this later? There's something I must do first. What? Gosh, everybody's like going to be mysterious. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? Thank you, Y'shtola. I at least had a good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. I think that's a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemist who created it. Who do we know that excels at this kind of structural augmentation? Sid? Garland Ironworks, yeah, Sid. Sid is no stranger to the void. Ironworks. Let's visit him at Rauger's Reach. We've already been there. Okay. Wow. Boy, these quests just keep going. I do not remember them being so lengthy. Oh, we're already at Rauger's Reach. Wow, look at us. And it's Junior Ironworks Engineer. What brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, assuming he's available. Certainly, I'll see if he has a free moment. I bet we'll have to go find him. There he is. We found him. Pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us. Sure do. Heading to the void to find a lost dragon sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Yeah, it is. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything, but you surprised me after Medion and that bloody mess. I mean, true. Alright, take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. Yes, sir. Corrosion is set in around a scratch on the surface. Much of the void's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds, in which case our best bet may simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. Okay. How do we achieve that? Coating agent. Okay. Dress in armor. Protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with high ethereal conductivity so as to not impede the talisman's primary function. Suit of armor. Final result will be worth the wait. Ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands, so we think about doing the fun stuff. Let's see what we can do. Thanks, Sid. We can leave it in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work to see how Nidana is getting along with the Mach Atomos. My goodness. Again, island hopping, you guys. Island hopping. We are going back and forth and back and forth. Again, we have not fought a single thing. This rising tension, I guess. That's what this part of the story is.
Ah, Y'shtola. The adjustments are going well, I hope.
Thank God.
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news.
Wonderful.
I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components. And I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
Okay.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
They sure are.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side.
Okay.
She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Oh no.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Sir Estinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people.
Oh.
Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Alright, Nabdeen. I like you now. Guess I never really did like
I am
him,
grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet,
Now you listen to me, Varshan.
Ooh. Raising his voice.
You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
In the
Your
orphans.
Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again, too.
To protect them well, you must take heart. Ah, I love that.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them.
It's okay, Barshan.
If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzatan.
God, that's a good message. Ooh. Big snaps, Barshan.
My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
Oh man, that's a good scene. That's really good. He was getting so caught up in his own self-denial that he forgot to kind of take care of himself. You can't take care of others if you can't take care of yourself. It's good. You surprised me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vritra reach to the conclusion. 'Twas for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night and had travelers believing the palace racked by some unnatural storm. I mean, fair. What of your own answer, then? You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatasker's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone an ally and a friend. If there's a chance we can spare Vritra that pain, I will follow you. Unusual crew we have here. But perfect for our purpose, I should think. I'd rather not bother the Scions without less than a dire threat to the star. Now on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan, as such, is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief stay. It would be more convenient had we some manner of base camp near to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside Megaduta. Well, I mean, let's. It only makes sense that we would move yet again. I have never bounced around as much as I have in this particular episode of this game. I like the story. It's interesting. It's a little wordy, but it's interesting. I love that part with the satrap though. And so we will require suitable accommodations. Might we make something available for our guests? While the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault, once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can distribute the trove and make room or two ready for habitation. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduta in no time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Astaja. Azdaya. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take or what chances of success there might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend what help I can to assist in the 13th. I skipped it. If you've preparations to make, now's the time. All I need is the armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass time before we depart. You know what this means to me, Cecil, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. Yep. That's me. Is that the end of the quest line? It seems like it might be. Meanwhile, in the 13th. Oh, this is the world we're going to. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay. Wake up, everybody. What are you? Scythe? Is he a reaper? Who are you? What are you? Oh, that is spooky. We're going to a dark place. Who are you? Is that a hand holding his head? Oh, that's horrifying.
And thus I am returned. To be swallowed, bereft of senses.
We have a bad guy. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. That was awesome. Let paths unwalked, adventure spur, pulses quicken, spirits stir. Wow. Okay, well that is some foreshadowing. That was a long quest line, was it not? My goodness. That was a long quest line. I'm interested to see like where it's gonna go. I like it. Really interested. I have no idea where it's gonna go. No clue. But I know that each one of these patches leads up to the next expansion, so I'm excited about that possibility. We'll see. We'll see. Everybody, I think that's about all I got in me for tonight. That was a lot of reading. I'm a little tired from it. But always fun to hang out with you. Always fun to do some stuff here. Let's see. Schedule for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, midday, if you are around at work or whatever, if you have school, I can't encourage you watching at school, but hey, whatever. If you are interested, we are going to be doing a brand new game. Going to be doing the story mode of WWE 2K22. WWE Wednesday. Well, Wednesday, I guess is what we can call it. Anyway, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good midday stream. And then Thursday night, make sure you hop in. We're going to be doing Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster and assessment of the new opera scene. And then Friday, we're going to be picking up with more Tales of Arise. A 5-day stream this week. Which will be kind of cool. As we leave, though, I kind of want to close out with what the Satrap said in this. I think that's a really cool way to end. The idea of take heart and so that you can protect others. Take heart so you can do what's in front of you. I love that. I love that a lot. So, whatever you're doing, make sure to take some time for yourself this week. No good trying to care for others. Do what you got to do unless you've first attended to yourself. So, hang in there. Whatever's going on this week, hope that you have a great week, and we will see you maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, whenever. But no matter what, whatever you do, take heart and walk tall, my friends. Y'all have a great evening. We'll see you later.